The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33. Yard line. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. A first down throw coming for Vic. Flushed out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Vic. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. It'll be Vic once more, going up top. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Vic. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
They will indeed go for it. Vic being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
Following the interception, Mayfield buying time to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Used to have a coach who used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Detroit! On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Gets this one to Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. First down, Mayfield. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. 3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
Over! Watch him now, Barney!
They run, it's Johnson, and this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. David Johnson denied here on the 4th down run. And the Saints will have the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Vick on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Randy Moss, 75 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Tyreek Hill set to return it. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down, so far on this drive.
Watch him now, Barney! Over!
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field, where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
They'll start on the ground in the 4. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
He's going to loft one deep left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Randy Moss with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. The return man is Hill. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Mayfield on 1st down. On target over the middle to Hill. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's such an impressive first half to get that lead. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He is going to find Hill here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. David Johnson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And his kick is good. Out to kick is Janikowski. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Partner, we talked about this at halftime, but I don't think either one of us expected it to continue. Michael Vick has been bottled up in this game. This defense has done a fantastic job of containing his running ability.
It is so rare. They can he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're going to try and throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. A first down throw from Mayfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your home. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Now Janikowski for the field goal try. From the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And Janikowski bangs it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I'm well, all right, never mind. Third quarter action now. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall...
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Now a second down throw for Vick. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's go.
Third and short yardage, Vick. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Second down, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Dumping it off for Johnson. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. And Jason Garrett's going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on fourth.
Lucky 56. Gun. Watch it now, Barney.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And Hill with it over the middle. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. six.
A second down throw for Mayfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. 4th down, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bruce Smith in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Quick, quick.
Back now in Arlington.
Let's go. Orange, orange.
Vic goes play action. Steps away. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Play action now. Vic on the move to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Vic. It's caught outright by Graham. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Cameron Jordan able to drop him for a loss of 4.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. First down, Mayfield. Out to the left here to Reed. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
Watching that, Barney.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Watching that, Barney. Watching that, Barney. Gun.
Mayfield now on second down. That is caught at the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. David Johnson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Critical extra point up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Vic. The connection made. It's Graham. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Here's Vic. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they're going to have a third down.
Quick. And it's going to block you now. Go.
Now Michael Vick. And Graham's got it. Complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Fourth down, Vick. Man open, it's Moss, complete. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Vick and the offense will start 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. Here's Michael Vick. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Vick to throw. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The Saints on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
The dangerous Hill now to return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They have time here, partner, for just one final heat.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.